Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we have a really cool matchup, which is Tribe Gaming versus Activity. And this is one of the playoffs matches once again, which means the winner is going to get into the next phase, and well, the loser of this match is going to drop out of the competition. So let's get started. The first attack is already in, so let's hop over there to see who is going to win the entire match. So starting off with Tribe, starting off with Excosist, and this is looking like a Queen Charge hybrid. Not too many Queen Charge hybrids just recently, because I feel like a lot of those attacks can be really nicely baited, but let's see. So first off, he took down the first compartment, but those wall breakers are actually trolling. So those wall breakers did not target the right wall where he wanted to wall break, because this is one of the reasons why those open gaps are in those walls. It just makes it so much more unpredictable to make sure those wall breaks are not as strong as they sometimes are. So this start so far is not looking like the best. Really nice freeze to recover the queen, to make sure she's not getting that much damage onto the from the enemy scatter and those super minions. And now we have the archers. They're still being annoying, but the queen is taking them out eventually. And well, the queen needs to get a long way. Like, we have the enemy scatter, enemy ground expo, multi-inferno tower, and many more things behind the next wall. The next wall break is making it to that wall, and this is looking like a pretty solid attack. So let's wait for that hybrid, which is just getting sent in, making sure that the scatter, the bomb tower, and obviously the tunnel is going down quickly. And this is looking like a really solid start so far. The only problem right now is for his queen. A couple of the scatter shots hitting those healers, which makes sure that there are not many healers left. And now we have king versus queen face off. And it looks like the king is winning that battle. The queen is beating it out eventually, but the queen is having not enough healing power left, or at least the healers on the queen, to make sure that she can stay alive. And now we have the hybrid getting into the back end, getting through those storages, which are super annoying. The bomb tower has been taken down by the royal champion. Nice royal champion ability now, but there is a lot of damage on this hero, which means she's going to go down really quickly. And now this back end ground expo could spell really trouble, because there is no heal spells, there is no spells overall left. But this one minion coming in clutch to save the day and being able to get this expo down, because just take a look at the base. Nothing would have went to that expo, and this would have been really bad news for Excosist. And now let's see if the one minion was able to clutch out this 3-star, because so far it looks pretty solid. He has 30 seconds left. The warden is even tanking, which is awesome, because otherwise those miners could have been a little bit weak to the wizard tower. But the warden is tanking the splash damage and the archer tower, and this is going to be the first 3-star in this match. Really clever minion to save the attack. And now it's up to Activity to once again repeat the 3-star and get the match all tied up again. And this is going to be the next attack. We have another Queen Charge hybrid. It looks like both teams are preferring this strategy. On the other side, we have normally a lot of Lado attacks. This time it looks like we have some ground attacks, which is some great news as well, because this means we have some nice diversity in those attacks. The queen is charging into that town hall, making sure she's taking that down. The first Coke loon is not perfectly flying. This is why a second loon is meant to be placed into the base, getting some more information about some more black mines. Those healers are making it into the base. The first wall break is getting the queen into the scatter compartment. And now a small part of the clan cast is already coming out. There are archers and super minions, and archers and headhunters in there, which means this is going to be a hound clan cast. So there's one more hound in there, which so far did not get lured just yet. So the queen, meanwhile, is taking the wall break, is going for the scatter shot, which is really awesome. But this means the hound is still in the clan cast, is now going to come out to get onto the enemy hybrid. And we have an early warden ability. The freezes, making sure that the bottom troops are surviving. And now a really early heal. So a lot of investment already just for this first compartment, which, well, now already is not covering anymore the troops anymore. So we have a lot of spells which were invested really early on. And now the bomb tower at the bottom side could spell really bad news for those Hog Riders, because all of them are running right into that. The bomb tower is going off, and this means most of those Hogs are really low on hit points. They wait for the Queen. Obviously, the Queen needs to use her ability to get through the enemy Inferno Tower, but this so far is not looking too bad for Black Hawk, for activity to get this triple on the board, to tie this war once again. We have the Royal Champion having to use her ability to make sure she's finishing off the last couple of defenses, but the Royal Champ is surviving the Inferno Tower, surviving the last couple of defenses, and this means we have the next triple in our hands. Really great job to Black Hawk recovering this attack, because he did not lure out the clan castles, so he had to improvise and had to send in the hybrid early. And this was a great attack. So let's take a look at the next one. We have Cech coming in. He's starting off with a couple of barbarians, trying to see if there is a Tesla farm. And he's finding the Tesla farm really early on, triggering even a black mine. So this is looking like a baited attack. And if we remember, Cech already attacked the exact same base. So I would expect the entire Tesla farm being around this mortar, and covering the entire entry. And he has 4 more Coco-Loons, and those Coco-Loons need to be placed perfectly, because I would expect there are a ton of traps. Not only the Tesla farm is meant to be against this Warden Walk, but I think as well the traps are going to be against that as well. The next Coco-Loon is coming in, and there's another black mine. So already 2 out of 2 when it comes down to those Coco-Loons. And now he has to use the last remaining 3 loons to make sure he's triggering every single trap. The next Coco-Loon can be sent in to get onto that cannon. That would be some great news. Sending in the next... Where's the next loon? Cech, you know... And the people who are on voice, they know this attack is baited as hell. Like we saw the Tesla farm. We saw already the first black mines. He needs to send the next loon. He's not sending the next loon onto the wizard tower. Do something, Cech, please. And there's the next black mine. There are the next 2 black mines. Already told you, this entry was baited. And now he's coming in with the next loons, and they're getting smashed by those red mines. So far, an insane base from Niviem, baiting Cech, or like trying to defend what Cech brought the last time. The next black mine, and we have to say, those Coco-Loons were not placed nicely to trigger those black mines. The first 2 black mines, yes, that was a good job. But still, now we have the tornado trap, and there is another black mine. Exactly this entry was done the last time by Cech, and this looks so baited. It is so incredible. Nice base building, exactly knowing what to expect from Tribe. And activity is getting into the head of Tribe of Cech, and this is not looking good for the Queen. The Queen is surviving couple of seconds more, but she's going to go down eventually. Now we have the Royal Champion, the last chance of getting some more percentages, because I do not think this is even getting close to 3 stars. The 1 or 2 healers in the core have no chance to keep the witch alive. And now this is not looking good for Cech. The healers are switching over, but there were so many black mines, and he did not a good job in triggering the second layer black mines, basically. So that's really unfortunate. I don't know if it was miscommunication on voice or what exactly was going on, because after the first couple of traps, it was kind of to expect that there are more traps, especially after Cech knows that he already did this exact same entry. The last time was a huge overkill. This time he's struggling to get over 80%, but this one is going to be 82%. Considering how baited it was, I guess it was a good approach, but this means Niviem has the chance to get this war out of hand for Tribe. So let's see. First off, a Coco-Loon, and what is going on? We have so many good baits going on for those 2 teams. Niviem is trying to go for the Royal Champion trick. There are even more Tesla coming up, and the air defense and the multi-inferno tower is going. They're both going to survive, and this is really bad news for activity. A ton of ground traps are over there, and exactly this is how high-level gameplay and high-level base building is looking like. Tribe and activity, both teams predicting each other's entries, and this is where things are getting interesting. So Royal Champion basically not really swagged, because there were a ton of traps, obviously, and the Tesla, but this means the pathing which you want to create with taking down the air defense, with taking down the multi, with taking down the expo, is not in place. So now the Dragons have an entire side to spread about. And this is not how you want to use dragons. So really nice early freeze just to make sure that he's protecting this dragon against this elephant and the enemy eagle. Now the blimp, and this blimp needs to make it. This blimp needs to take down the town, otherwise this would be really, really bad. There is no more rages. He needs to invest a couple of more things. The loons are getting to the town hall, but the dragon is going for the lava hound. The lava hound is not on that town hall. The next dragon needs to take the town hall down. The dragon is going for the town hall. The dragon is taking once. The dragon is turning around, and the dragon finally is taking down the town hall. But this was so much damage on those dragons, and he had to invest every single freeze he had. So this entry was not good at all for Niviem. Not much he could do, to be honest, but this was such a great bait from Tribe. And the one loon is tanking nicely this one with a tower, so maybe the bats are getting some more buildings down, but the queen is doing the cleanup. But guys, we had the 82% of Eve check, but this attack is not looking like he would get this 82%. So we have a 70-ish percent, 74%, I guess, from Niviem, from activity, and this is a really low percentage attack. So this attack itself already can decide the war. So let's see if it's going to be the case that this war is decided on defense, or if you're going to see somewhat triples, because this match is an incredible showcase of what you can do when you can predict your enemy. And now we have Nebrax coming in, and he's doing some Lalo attacks, lightning Lalo to be clear, and let's see if he can keep his streak. Recently, he was really good with his triple rate. So, starting things off, he is going to use the lightnings for the core, it seems like. Yep, there we go. 6 lightnings to take down the Inferno Tower and the enemy sweeper. The queen is heavily damaged. Obviously, there's not much HP left on that queen. But, well, he has 1 lightning left. This 1 lightning is most likely going to be used for possible headhunters in the clan castle, because if there's a hound in there, those headhunters are going to be really annoying to deal with. But with having a lightning, it's not as bad anymore. Now the Royal Champion is taking down the top side of this base. Royal Champion ability to damage this enemy scatter, and he's trying to get the enemy expo out of the way as well. But let's see. We have the queen chasing into the scatter compartment. Meanwhile, we have the king taking down the enemy Royal Champion. The queen should walk inside, should walk for this enemy scatter. And now we have the clan castle, as we already said, coming out. He needs to use the lightning, but there is the warden next to it. So those headhunters are going to survive the first couple of lightning, or like the first lightning of all. And this means the queen had to take her down, or had to take them down. And now we have the queen ability with the poison to make sure all of those lava pups are going down. And, well, this so far is looking okay, I would say. It's not looking perfect, to be honest, for Nebrax. The entry could have gotten a little bit more value with the enemy Royal Champion, and with his own Royal Champion being kinda, how do we say, not... Like the Expo, for example, could have went down, for example, but still, now it's all about taking the enemy queen down. But this king, this is so unfortunate. This timing is insane. The king is not only tanking the enemy queen, the dragon, but as well the headhunters. This is such an incredible bad luck from Nebrax right now. The king was just in front of that queen, tanking for her, and now we somehow need to take her down. The lava pups in the warden ability should do the job to take her down, but now we have the back end Tesla farm, and if there are any red mines in there, this would have been really bad. He's placing a couple of looms, trying to trigger any red mines which are in there. The loons are splitting, which is great. More black mines are in this Tesla farm, and this so far is not looking good. Some more red mines are getting triggered. Can he somehow overpower this? Is this possible? There is the tornado. There is skeleton traps in that core, red bombs, everything. The question is, can the warden and the minions somehow deal with the backhand? Is that still possible? 25 seconds left. We have in the core the minions and the lava pups taking down the king, taking down the skeletons. We have the pups on the outside, but they're getting taken down quickly by this archer tower. Now the next red bomb. Oh my goodness, there are so many traps. The warden is taking some more buildings down, but this is looking like the next defense in this match. But at the same time, really high percentage. 98% is going to be the final score for Nebrax, but at the same time, activity can really get an advantage right now. So now we have the invisibility spell in combination with the skeleton. Now the next... No way! iPro, you can't do this! This is not looking good. He used the invisibility spell onto the clan castle to make the clan castle invisible. This is such a cool strategy to take down the clan castle, but you need to be so precise to take down, like to make sure that the clan castle is taken down. Otherwise you have really a huge issue to take down the clan castle troops, because you have no poison in this army composition. The plan is to take down the building so the clan castle troops cannot come out, and this did not work on this one. Now he's trying to force his queen as his king inside the clan castle, the troops, and obviously taking down the town hall. So let's see if that works. The king, obviously, if there are any headhunters in there, will have huge problems to take those down. The queen is helping the king with those skeleton traps. The king taking down the gold storage, taking down the workshop, and then should go inside. The clan castle so far is not getting lured. The queen on the outside, so the queen cannot help taking down the clan castle. We have the slammer getting placed as well, but the slammer is going for that town hall, I guess. Town hall tornado trap. The town hall needs to go down. The minions and everything are there. The town hall is going down, which is key. But now he has no poison for those super minions. The super minions, one of the worst possible clan castles right now for him, because there is nothing to take down those enemy super minions, and the headhunters are doing quick work of those. Of this enemy super, like the baby dragon. So this is not looking good at all right now for iPro. The entry did work. Not great, and now he needs to recover. He needs to save this attack somehow to get some more percentages and maybe get a really good finish. But, well, let's see. We saw really crazy attacks. Let's see if this one is going to be one of them as well. Headhunters in as well to take down the enemy royal champion quickly. Those headhunters are nicely placed onto the royal champion. I'm sorry. The bats at the bottom side are doing great work of taking down the scatter shot, which is huge. And now we have only the core left. Only that core is left. But there are 2 air bows, 2 sweepers, and a Tesla, and obviously the enemy queen guarding the core of this base. And this means it's going to be a defense for Tribe, and once again, not a good percentage. So percentage-wise, I do not think that Activity has a chance to get this war on their side. But at the same time though, we already saw wars getting decided on star level, even though they had less percentage. So let's see if that's going to be the case on this one. But this one is going to finish off at 81%. And this is, well, not the war which iPro and Activity looked for, but still, 82% in the end, 82%, so the same result as EveCheck in the beginning had. So let's take a look at the stats right now. We have 7-7, 93.3% to 85.3%, so huge percentage lead. But at the same time, stars, that's the important things which matter. So let's see if Cronos can give Tribe this advantage to get the triple in this attack. So let's see. We have another Queen Charge Hybrid. So far, Queen Charge Hybrid twice tripled in this match, because both of the clans use Queen Charge Hybrid once. Now we have the next one. This one is going to be sent in with the Blimp. The Blimp is getting closer to the rage, getting open now, and should take down the enemy scatter nice and easy. Clan Castle is getting lured as well. He needs to be careful with that. Queen is taking damage, so those healers not going to switch. Now he needs to poison or freeze, something he needs to do, and he's choosing to use that poison, not using the freeze. But this means he needs to get some support to take down this Lava Hound, because those pups are going to survive quite a while, because this poison is running out, and this means the pups are going to be really annoying to deal with. But still, we have the archers taken down, or helping at least a little bit with the pups, which did not work out that great, if we're completely honest. So the queen needs to do all of the work. And where's the queen going? The queen is going to the left, not going for that wizard tower. We have the first Cocoon coming in, which is changing the angle. So now he needs to use another Cocoon if that's possible, to make sure that there's nothing which can actually get into his healers, because so far we saw already a huge bait of Activity against Tribe. So let's see. So far, no more Cocoons. Kind of strange to see that there are no more Cocoons at this point, because I feel like A Kokodun onto the Expo would have been great. Now the next Kokodun, so let's hope there are no more black mines around the inner side of this base, because this Kokodun would have not been triggering it if they're around this wall. So town has been activated. Queen doesn't need anything. The hybrid already is inside the base. I didn't pay attention over there, but now we have the next heal need to be placed for this enemy queen. Headhunter is taking down the enemy queen, which is nicely placed. And now we have the hybrid with the rage, with the freeze, taking on the last remaining defenses. The multi-inferno tower, obviously on the back end, is not threatening this royal champion, which is, well, obviously quite nice thing to have a royal champion which has no threat to the back end, because there is a multi, and the multi under the royal champion, it's not that effective. Let's put it like this. So royal champion ability, taking down some more Tesla and the Archer Tower, obviously. So this is going to be the next 3-star in this match. So Tribe is pushing ahead, but now we need to have activity. Activity needs a triple. If activity is failing, if they cannot triple in the next attack, this match is going to be over. So let's see. We have activity coming in, and we have Xantarm coming in, and we have a Super Witch attack. So, Super Witch, which is normally a really time-consuming attack, but when you're not using lightning. So on this one, he's not using any lightnings. He's found another black mine, really nicely done. So when you're not using any lightnings with your army composition, you have a ton of rages. With all of those rages, it means those super witches are going to be faster. That's kind of easy to understand, I guess. So this is the really important thing. So normally you're saying, okay, around about 40 seconds for your warden walk, and that's it. Otherwise you're running into time issues. But without the lightnings and with the ton of rages, that's a bit different. So that you can take this 1 minute of a warden charge, and that's what he's doing right now. Already war breaking at the top side, so that's something which he has not to do later on. And he's already funneling with that minion. So this so far is looking really good for Xantarm. For a comeback attack. The only problem right now is that Expo is onto his warden, which means the healers, let's see if they're going to switch, if they're going to transition over to those super witches. That's the really important thing to have at that moment. So let's see. The first rage is getting placed, warden ability maybe really soon. Let's see what exactly is going to be the decision. But so far it looks like there's a ton of damage on his troops. He's choosing to use the warden ability to take down the enemy clan castle, and obviously to block more damage from enemy scatters and enemy eagle. The king on the outside is doing a great work of already like taking down the Tesla farm already a little bit. But some more Tesla are still inside. Those wizards are doing a great job of taking them down. The queen is joining them with the hawks, with the royal champion to take down the next couple of things. And this so far is looking pretty good. This is looking pretty good. The bomb tower is being annoying, but at the same time, there are still hawk riders which are able to tank for this royal champ. The queen is jumping or taking the jump any second now as well. The super witch is taking down the core. And guys, this is looking pretty good for making a comeback run for activity. The king is in the core, taking down the super witches. The queen ability is getting used. Otherwise, there was just too much damage on that queen. The royal champion is taking down the multi-inferno tower. And guys, this is looking pretty good. 40 seconds left. Royal champion still with her ability. There is not much left which can somehow defend this base. And guys, I think we're going to witness maybe a comeback of activity, because this attack is going to be a triple. So we're once again all tied up. We're all tied up. I do not think this has any chance of fail. There are goblins on this last collector. So this is going to be a 15 seconds finish. And this is going to be the next triple. So this means we have once again a tie on stars, 10-10. Percentage lead is still on the tribe side. So we have 95 to 89% on the average destruction. So this means if tribe triples, they're going to win. If tribe fails, activity has a chance. Activity has a chance to come back. So let's see. We have Maxi coming in. He has done a nice job of already scouting for enemy Tesla, because he already used a Barbarian to see if there are any traps left. Now a really nice Hawk Rider to help with that Royal Champion, making sure all of those buildings are going down. The Warden is coming over, and actually there is the Tesla farm. So once again, the right prediction from activity, angle-wise, strategy-wise, but they did not predict the right Warden walk. So the Tesla are been taken down. The only problem right now is, if it's the same way as an Eve Jack's attack, this means there are going to be so many black mines, and this is going to be the key. First black mine is already hitting that Cocoloon, and at this point there are no more Cocoloons left. Really short on Cocoloons, which is never a good thing, especially if one of your first attacks got baited. And now the early Warden ability, he's blocking at least one black mine, but there's already 2 black mines on this path of the healers. So let's hope the healers are doing a great job in the beginning, because they're going to have a rough time entering into the core. Next rage for the super skeletons, and those skeletons are going to take down the tunnel pretty easily with the rage together. Next black mine is hitting those healers, and this now is getting kind of rough a little bit, because, well, the Royal Gem is getting placed as well to take down the right side, but there is so much damage. Like the cannons and everything is taking really like a long time for the Royal Gem. Royal Gem ability soon onto the multi-inferno tower. He's having to use that. There's, like I said, a lot of damage. The Tesla needs to go down, otherwise the cleanup wizard is having a bad day. So something needs to happen. The back end, he has 1 minute left. Can this be enough? The wizard is doing a great job of covering the right side, doing the cleanup work. He has 1 freeze left, which he's doing to protect his queen, but the queen is going to go down eventually. And guys, this is looking like a really time-investing attack. The archer at the top side is supposed to help against those outside buildings. The wizard on the right side is doing a great job of taking down the storages. Another barbarian on the right side is helping as well. The super witches are spread out. So we have the super witches on the left, which are taking on one wall. We have the super skeletons taking on another. Now everything is running onto the outside. We have 30 seconds left. And guys, those super witches are so slow, I don't think this is going to be enough. This archer tower is soon attacking the wizard as well. I think it's going to be a time fail. And this means activity has a chance to come back. If they're going to triple, they can still come back and manage to get the win. Because this is going to be a time fail. Activity has no chance to win on a tie on percentage, but they can win now on star. So let's take a look at the last attack of activity, and let's see who won this match. So let's jump in there, and we have Dova coming in. He's coming in with some interesting attack. He's going with 1 hound and an electro dragons, and I guess he is going to go with the blizzard. That's what it looks like. Okay, so the blimp is going in. He's going to open up the blimp before the town hall is obviously in reach. Otherwise, it would be kind of a shame. He's trying to get the enemy town hall really quickly because he's making all of the top buildings invisible. Now the next invisibility spell to keep to get the air defense out of the way. But this means the Inferno Tower is still left standing. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of those invisibility spells, but not really sure. Felt like he could have done a little bit better on the placement of those, but either way. The super minions are doing a ton of damage, and I'm really confused. Why didn't he start at the 10 o'clock side with Inferno Dragons? Is there any reason why he did not start at the 10 o'clock side with Inferno Dragons? Because now, take a look at the angle. Take a look at the pathing. We have from the spare factory into the core, to the warden, like a huge path. I wouldn't even say path, a huge area of the base where the electro dragons can split off. And if they're splitting up, they are kind of useless because that's not how Inferno Dragons work. And that's kind of like a strange entry, but I mean, it's Inferno Dragons, so it can work in the end. So let's see. The enemy sweeper though is doing great work of pushing those pushing those electro dragons back. And the next question is kind of like, why didn't he use Inferno Dragons? Those are normally stronger right now. Royal Champion is doing some more work on the right side. The Royal Champion needs to take some more buildings down. Otherwise, this would be huge trouble for the attacker, for Dova, because the sweeper is so OP. The sweeper is single-handedly defending this base because he's pushing back the Inferno Dragons the Electro Dragons non-stop. Like, the next dragon is going down. The sweepers keep pushing them back. And this is not going to be a 3-star. This sweeper and this really questionable entry of activity of Dova is giving Tribe Gaming the win in the end. It was like a close match, really close match on stars, but on percentage, it was a huge win for Tribe. So let's take a look at the percentage game in the end. 12-12. Tribe Gaming is going to take the W on this one. 94-89. So 5% different. GG's to both teams, obviously. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and we'll see you guys back tomorrow until the next one. See you guys until then, and bye-bye.